Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be making a tier list of all of the Fat Rat songs. This tier list includes 63 songs, including his most recent song, Sail Away, which came out earlier today. So, yeah, this is not including any remixes, these are just the original songs, and I've organized them in chronological order. Some of the earlier ones might be out of order, but hopefully this tier list is still good enough. So let's just get started. The first song is 210515. And I found this song on SoundCloud. I couldn't find it anywhere else. I'm not really sure what it is. The title is The Date. So this came out in 2021, May 15. Uh, I'm going to put it in F tier, not because it's bad, but it doesn't sound like a Fat Rat song. Like if you listen to it, on SoundCloud, it doesn't really sound like a song of his. Mind you, the description on SoundCloud says this was a short project or something like that, so it wasn't really an official song in a way, but I'll just include it just because. Next is Somebody. Uh, Not my personal favorite. I'm gonna put it in D tier. I do like the beat though, I guess. Less Than 3, I think's pretty nice. C tier. It's a really energetic song. It has the feeling of many of the songs I really like of his. And Do, same as I'm gonna go in D tier. I like it about as much as Somebody and Less Than 3. Next up is Splinter. This is, I guess, an okay song. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in F tier, honestly. Not saying it's bad, it's just not a song that appeals to me. Dancing Naked though is a really nice one. It belongs in B tier. It is really nice. I like the energy of it. That that's something you'll probably hear me say a lot. A lot of his songs that I really like is because of the energy. Anyways, let's move on. Next up is Infinite Power. This is an okay song, I guess. It's pretty loud. Well, not loud. I don't know what the proper term is. Boosted. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's kind of unique how the picture is like everything else has a custom artwork of some sort, and the here it's just an extension cord plugged into itself. The song itself it's okay, pretty boosted, but I'm just gonna put it in C tier. Next up is one of my favorites, Unity. This song is amazing. It's his most popular song, and that's for a reason. It just hits so hard. Now, maybe I am a bit blinded by nostalgia, but I do love this song. It's amazing. One of the best songs of his is, and there are actually two versions of it, an older one and a newer one. The older one is the more nostalgic one. It has the more high pitched lyrics. The newer one has the less high pitched lyrics, and that they're easier to understand. If you go to the official Fat Rat channel and listen to Unity there, that's the older one. But if you listen to it on Spotify or SoundCloud, it's the newer one. I'm just gonna rank the newer one because it's the current version, and it's still S tier. In fact, I kind of like the lyrics more just because it's easier to sing along to. Next up is Windfall. This is another nostalgic one. It's a good background song. I noticed that. In fact, many of these are. I'm gonna put it in B tier. More of a background song than a song I'd listen to in my own time, but overall, it's still pretty nice. Xenogenesis is also also a good background song. In fact, he actually changed the name to outro song because so many people used it, and in a way that ranks it at A tier. Also, I do like the song itself. I think it is nice. Not quite S tier because I don't know. I just prefer songs with lyrics. Maybe I'm a bit biased in that regard, but it is a great song. Next up, Never Be Alone. This is an interesting one. I kind of like how there are parts of it that are peaceful, and then parts that are more energetic. I like the lyrics. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Time lapse. One of my favorite songs. A tier. I really like the fact, even though it has no lyrics, the beat works for me. I love the energy of it. If it had lyrics, it would easily be S tier, but A tier is so good. Telescope. This is a decent song. I'm gonna put it in. Let me think. I'm gonna go put it in C tier. It doesn't appeal to me as much as some of these other ones, but it is still a decent song. And I like how it has the feeling of, making you feel like you're spending time with all your friends. Like even the picture here, you can see it's a bunch of friends hanging together. Not that I'd be able to relate because I have no friends. But anyways, let's move on. Next up is Monody. This is the first collab with Laura Brem, and boy does it slap. This is one of my top 5, if not top 3 favorite songs of his. Is Laura Brem is an amazing singer, and all of the songs that are collabs with her are going to be high on this list. This song is amazing. The lyrics, the beat, the emotion in a way, just everything about it works. Speaking of collabs with Laura Brem, next up is The Calling. This one is also great. Laura Brem is just an amazing singer, literally an angelic voice, if there ever was one. A tier, not S, because it's not as good in my opinion as these two, but A tier is still high. No, no, no. This is one of 2 songs where the lyrics are sung by TheFatRat himself, the other one being Monkeys, which we'll get to later. This is an alright song. I'm not particular. I mean, I do like it. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Yeah, I think that's fair. Next up is The Lab Rat. This is kind of a weird one. It's not really an official song, Morse. I'm not really sure what it is. I just found it on YouTube and I decided I'd include it. It seems like it has elements that seem like they're part of other songs like Xenogenesis, this time lapse, and maybe Telescope. But even though it has no lyrics, I think the beat works fine. Beat here. Next up, we have the 4 Jackpot songs. So starting off with Jackpot, this one is pretty good. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in A tier. If I was to organize them like each tier list within the tier list, this would probably be low A tier, but I'm not doing that. I'm just putting them in these tier lists. So Jackpot is A tier. Epic. This one. I'm gonna put it B tier. Not as good as Jackpot. Prelude is, in my opinion, the best of all 4. I really like it. A tier. And Allegedly is, in my opinion, my least favorite. I'm going to put it in. Yeah. Let me think. D tier, honestly. Fly Away. This is a nice one. This is the first collab with Angeli. It's a good one. I like how it has like 2 voices. Like we have Angeli's voice herself, and then like a distorted voice. If you listen to it, you'll know what I mean. I'm gonna put it. I'm going to put it. I'm actually going to move Xenogenesis to B tier. Not. It's just not as like it's not a song that I'd listen to in my own time, but it's still good nonetheless. Oblivion, another collab with Laura Brem. I like this. I mean, what's to say that I haven't really said already? I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but these are all great songs. Oblivion. I like the feeling of it in a way. I'm not really trying to say it because I'm not good at describing music. but if you know what I mean, like the feeling of the song, you'll understand. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Mayday is really good. I like the feeling, like it really captures the feeling of someone who's in trouble outside, who's like been lost in a spaceship or a spacecraft or whatever. I'm gonna put it in A tier. In fact, I'll talk a bit more about the story at the end. Next up, we have all the songs for the Dota 2 soundtrack. Dota 2 is apparently a video game of some sorts, which I've never played before, or I've only seen a few pictures of it. It does look kind of interesting. If anyone has played it, comment down below what it's about. Maybe I should try it. I mean, the game is free, so if I don't like it, I can just uninstall it. But anyways, let's move on. So first is Warrior song itself. I'm gonna put this in B tier. It's a shame that it's short because I actually really like the lyrics. Most of these, however, are gonna be pretty mid. So Origin, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in C, actually D tier. Ascendancy, let me think. Most of these are probably gonna be kind of low on the tier list. Uh, I guess it's kind. No, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Nemesis, I'm gonna put it in E tier. It's just not that appealing. I don't really have much to say for any of these, so I'm gonna go kind of skip over them. Origin Reprise, I think, is better than the other regular Origin. Elevate is, in my opinion, the best out of all of these. I really like it, even though it has no lyrics. The beat works for me. A tier. Kingdom Come. C, actually D. Mad Moon Falling. D. Wait, no, I grabbed the wrong one. I think it was here or something, whatever. Mad Moon Falling, D. Envelope, the third best. I was gonna say second, but I like Warrior Song more. B tier. Serenity, I don't know. D tier. Reminiscence, C tier. And Afterlife's, I'm actually gonna go with F. I'm actually gonna move Serenity to E tier. Chosen. Alright, we're back to the regular songs, I guess. Chosen. This is a three-way collab with Anna, Yvette, and Laura Brem. I really like this song. I like the story bit of it in that it has a section, kind of like in Fly Away, there's a section where you can hear like a distorted voice. I'm gonna put it A tier. Solitude, not as appealing as me. Also, not really a big fan of like how high pitched it is. This is a collab with Slate It. I'm gonna go for C tier. Sunlight, I do like that it is a bit more like joyful in a way. B tier. Stronger is a great song. It's a collab with who Slate It and Angeli. I'm gonna put this in A tier because it is a great song. It's really motivational in a way. Like it pumps you up. That's the best way I could describe it. Close to the Sun. This is a song that has more of a like a not necessarily happy, well, sort of, but more of a joyful song, and I'm gonna put it in B tier. Rise Up, I'm not sure if this doesn't appear to be a collab at all. I'm gonna put it in A tier because it is a great song, but I have no idea who the vocals are. It also kind of is motivational in a way kind of like stronger. The Storm, S tier. This is a collab with Maisie K. I love the song. I like the Navi lyrics. I think they're really nice, even though I wasn't a huge fan of the Avatar movie. Thought it was kind of mid. But this song is amazing. I actually like the version where it's all in Navi a bit more, but this is still a great song. S tier. Electrified. This is a I don't know. I'm not a fan of how the entire voice is like kind of like this low pitch. Is sung in a low pitch sort of way. I'm gonna put it in B tier. We'll meet again. It has the feeling of like especially I think it was made around the time of the pandemic or actually may have been earlier, but whatever. What I was gonna say is that it has the feeling that even though we were all separate, we would meet again eventually. So for that, I'm gonna put it. What do I put it as? B tier. Actually, I might change them later. Rule the World. This is a collab with Alexa. I'm gonna put it in. This is tough. I'm gonna put it. I'm like repeating the song in my head to get a feeling of where to put it. B tier as well. I might move some of these further down. Next up, we have the entire Parallax album. Starting with Hiding in the Blue, a collab with Mio or Mile. I'm not sure how you say it. No, Real. Can't believe I missed that. Anyways, this one is okay. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Arcadia is, in my opinion, my second least favorite. I'm gonna put it D tier because no lyrics. Honestly, less the lyrics to me are pretty important in a song. Pride and Fear is the best of the group. A tier. Upwind, my least favorite. E tier. Our Song, I like how it's more peaceful, like more calm. It's a bit of a break from the energetic songs earlier. C tier, I'm actually gonna move Hiding in the Blue to B tier. Violet Sky, one of my favorites of this album. Cecilia Galt is an amazing singer herself. B tier. Warbringer, awesome, and honestly, actually, B tier as well. I was gonna put an A, but nah, not quite. It's still a good song though, but I wish there were more lyrics. It only has a small section of lyrics. Fire, it doesn't really have any lyrics, but I think the beat makes up for it. B tier. Love It When You Hurt Me is the second best after Pride and Fear. I love how it's like you get the feeling that two people are singing it. It's from two people's point of view. And last one is Let Love Win. This is probably my least favorite that has lyrics. I don't know. Although I do like the peacefulness, but I don't know. I think Our Song did a more peaceful song better. Was better at making a song that was more peaceful. Next up, we have Ghostlight. This is a K-pop song, a collab with a K-pop band, Everglow. I think for his first song, over a year after Parallax, I think it was an okay job. B tier. Next up is Back One Day, which is basically Xenogenesis, but with the lyrics added to it. And for that, it gets A tier. It's a collab with NFX, and like many of NFX's songs, it really has that motivational feel. Like it really pumps you up. Monkeys. I prefer the remix to the original, but the original's okay. I'm gonna put it B tier. Actually, A tier. I really like it. Next up, we have the next four songs that are all in a series. It's not an official album, but it is a series. First is Out of the Rain, a collab with Shia Mizel. I'm not sure if I said that right, but I like the lyrics of it, or in my opinion, the strong point of the song. B tier. Next up is Hunger, which is my least favorite out of all of these. I think this was sung by one of someone at his studio, so that's why it doesn't say it's who sung it. Uh, I know that because I was in the Discord Q&A related to it. C tier. Escaping Gravity is the best out of all of them of these four in my opinion. I really like it. Cecilia Galt's an excellent singer. This song's going to A tier. And his most recent song, which came out how many hours? Well, I'm making this at 6:36, so it's for 10.5 hours earlier today. Sail Away, a collab with Laura Brem. I love her singing, although the song, in my opinion, is my third favorite after Escaping Gravity and Out of the Rain, but before Hunger, B tier. And that's about it. I've ranked all 63 songs. When new songs come out in the future, I'll probably make individual videos about them, describing what I think about it and where I'd put them on the tier list. And comment down below if you want to see a video about the lore, because if you don't know, his songs do have a story behind them. Not all of them. Basically, all songs after Unity, with the exception of Windfall, Xenogenesis, Never Be Alone, all of the Jackpot songs except for Jackpot itself, so Epic, Allegedly, and Prelude, and all the Dota 2 songs. Everything else, with the exception of those after Unity, is part of the lore. Maybe I'll make a video about it, although it'll probably be more than one video because it's a pretty complicated subject and we still don't know a lot of it. In fact, we actually know very little of it, and most of it is assumptions. But anyway, if you couldn't tell already, I'm a huge fan of TheFatRat. I love his songs. They were a big part of my childhood and still a big part of my enjoyment to this day. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.